Hello, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Today is day 5. So I'm going to give you guys a second. Come on in. As always, if you're joining me live, give me a hello. I'm actually going to find myself on here because I told someone I would tag them. So we are going to make sure we get started. I'm going to tag someone. When you get in, say hi because that's going to help other people see that we have gone live. Let me jump into my group here and see if I can find myself. Say hello below just so I know you're here and so that other people start to get notifications and so I know people can see me. I'm going to tag, tag, tag. I don't want to hear myself though. So let's see if it'll let me tag in here. Actually, I'm going to take this down. Hello, Sarah. Thank you for joining me live. Let's see what it's going to let me do here. I'm going to see if I can tag Renee. There we go. So hopefully if I do that, she will see it. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello, Tiffany. Thank you, guys. Oh, and there's my tag. Awesome. Perfect. I love it. Okay, guys. So we will get started here right now or in 1 second. Awesome. Okay, perfect. All right, guys. So this is exciting. Hello, hello, Sarah. Yes, Atlanta in the house. Where are you guys from? How's it going, guys? Can you believe it? It's day 5. It is day 5 of the Accelerate Your Fat Loss Challenge, and we are going to start getting into mindset, which I love this so much. So just to get it out of the way, I know we had a couple new people in the group who are starting the challenge like today, and that is totally fine. Remember, these replays are going to be up until Tuesday, so everything is going to be up in the guides in the tab. At the very top, it says guides, and everything is going to be organized, the homework, the visual recaps, and the replays. So participate. Give me a hashtag live. Hello, Candace. Thanks for joining us live. Give me a hashtag replay if you are joining the replay. So I know I can keep tabs on you. Not keep tabs on you, but I like to respond when you guys are watching certain things, and I want to be there right there with you live. And I appreciate when you guys jump in as if you guys are live, even if you're catching the replay, because again, people are going to be coming in from all over the place. We have people from Sweden and Africa and Australia and England and everywhere. Rebecca is joining us live. Fantastic. Hopefully Renee catches us today because I know she was kind of looking around for us the last couple days, so hopefully she catches that. So come on in. Again, we are keeping this party going until Tuesday. After Tuesday, everything is coming down, and the party is going to continue in the Tough Chicks Inner Circle, where we are going to be continuing the party, and we are going to be transforming metabolisms, mindsets, and it's going to be incredible. Still, if you know of anyone who could benefit from this information, because we're keeping it up for a few more days, all the way until Tuesday, please invite them to the challenge. I will try to reach out to them and get them everything they need. Keep doing the homework, participate because I still have prizes to give away. So do your homework, keep engaging, and you will be rewarded. So I think that's all we have today. I want to jump right into it. So far we have gone over so many amazing things. Today is the mindset. We are going to teach you how to cultivate a guaranteed weight loss mindset. So this is going to help you guarantee your success. This is legit the mindset that you need to have to guarantee this. Hello, Shauna. Thank you guys for joining us live. Let me know below how excited you are to talk about mindset. I feel like we've talked about some topics and they weren't so sexy. I feel like mindset is kind of sexy. I feel like that is something that people are starting to open up to. They're not as worried about strategy, although they do need a really good strategy, but it's the mindset that people get kind of excited about. So this is what I want to help people with because, again, remember in the beginning, this is when we talked about I know what to do, I just need to do it. The I just need to do it isn't a conscious thing. This is a subconscious thing. So this is the self-sabotage. This is the talking yourself out of things. This is not having the identity that lines up with the goals that you want to achieve. This is about becoming the person who deserves the results. And so what happens is that I'm getting messages. That's what happens, and you get distracted. No, what happens is that we are continuing to go through our lives with the same identity that is not able to get us to where we need to get to. So a big part of the mindset shift is not only shifting your mindset consciously, but it's also rewiring a new identity. And I'm going to kind of hint at that. This is something that we really dive deep in, where we actually rewire who you are to align with the characteristic traits and the person and the beliefs that you need to actually have to create these results in your life. Because it's one thing to know what to do, it's another thing to be the person who is actually able to accomplish it. That is the difference between being the 97% of people who keep trying to lose weight, but they're the same person. And so even if they were to have a gold strategy, if they are not the person who can achieve it, they will keep on staying in that cycle of stuck. Now, it also goes vice versa. You could be someone who's ready to take action, but if you're continuing to do the wrong action, like, people will walk away from this and go, I got it. I'm totally going to do this. I know exactly what I need to do. But they're making the same mistakes over and over. And I was going to tell everyone, like, I've been on some calls already, and I've been telling people, like, I'm going to tell people just quit dieting. Like, if you're in the middle of dieting and you're trying to lose weight, I would say stop, especially if you're planning on doing the tough program in the future, in the near future. Just don't diet right now, because all you're going to do is bottom out your metabolism, and you're basically digging yourself deeper and deeper, because you are going to end up being the 97%. So the big part that we want to work on today, we talked slightly about strategy. We only kind of skimmed the surface, unfortunately, but we did at least give you enough tips. The rest of the week, we're going to have some extra trainings that'll kind of put some things together for you. But today, we really want to dive deep on who do you need to be? What is the mindset that you need to cultivate? How do you rewire this new identity? What is that identity that is going to allow you to reach these results? Because if you haven't reached the results, that means there's something else there. There's some kind of mindset, an all or nothing mindset, something that is keeping you stuck in this cycle. And so we want to bust you out of that. So what we want to do first. Again, tomorrow we're doing a live Q&A. It's going to be rapid fire. So there's not going to be all these intros. It's going to be rapid fire. I'm going to answer all the questions that I've gotten over the last week, and I'm going to answer any questions for anyone who shows up live. It's going to be the same time. And so if you have any burning questions, you're just like, Mel, I need to know the answer. Make sure you show up, because I will give you the answer to the best of my ability. And then Sunday, we're going to do the 7 biggest weight loss mistakes. That one's going to be huge. I'm going to really blow some minds on that one. So let's take out our workbook though, and let's talk about how do you create, let's make sure I have it here. I had it opened somewhere. And there it is. All right. So we're going to do your mindset for guaranteed success. So who here wants to know, how do I actually get successful? How do I guarantee this success? I'm going to give you, now again, in the program, we go through a whole rewiring, restructuring. We probably spend 6 weeks on this process of actual rewiring the mindset, the identity, and understanding who do you need to become, and then how do you do that. But we're going to kind of give you a little introduction, because I want you feeling confident that there is something that can change, and that you have all the control, that you are not someone who is disempowered. You are empowered, and you can make this change starting today. So let's dive in and let's talk about the number 1 mindset. Now here we want to talk about rule breaking. So this is what I talk about, the rule breaking, the mindset rule breaking, when we're talking about scarcity versus abundance. Now I think everyone understands that if you're living in a mindset of scarcity, it is going to affect everything in your life. So if you're in a mindset of scarcity, and we talk about you are only going to attract and have what you are or who you are, not what you deserve. So if you are living in a state of scarcity, and what does that mean? It means there's not enough time, there's not enough money, there's not enough clients, I don't have enough energy, I'm feeling overwhelmed. All of these mindsets, and I say mindset because there's actually mindset shifts that you can make, and we've talked about them a little bit when it comes to, making yourself a priority and hinging points, and how that actually cultivates abundance for you, and it actually helps you get into flow more. It allows you to, even giving the very little amount of time that you do have, when you make yourself a priority and you give yourself that time, it actually expands your time. So when you want to cultivate a mindset for guaranteed success, you want to think of cultivating a mindset of abundance. Now, again, in the program, we actually release limiting beliefs, and I would consider scarcity a limiting belief, but you can also cultivate this as a mindset. So how do you do that? Again, if you're thinking about scarcity versus abundance, you want to think, okay, how do I think about time? And it's not so much, this is what I want you to really focus on. It's not so much, I don't have time, I don't have money, I don't have energy, or all of these things. You want to start cultivating a mindset that focuses more on the ROIs, or the ROOs. ROI is a return on investment, or a return on energy. So when you're thinking about your mindset, you want to think, what am I getting in return for this? Right? What am I getting in return? Does that make sense? Put down below, what I would love for you to do is, the number one mindset is going to be scarcity versus abundance. And so we want to go, what is a scarcity mindset? Scarcity mindset, when it comes to, because I get this a lot, I don't have enough money to lose weight, I don't have enough time to lose weight, I don't have enough going on in my business, I can't focus on that, I have to focus all of my energy on this, and I can't focus on my health. So it's very much very much on a scarcity mindset. So that's number one. You have to get into a place where you're in a mindset of abundance. Number two, when it comes to scarcity and abundance mindset, and how are you going to be successful? Someone who is successful when it comes to this is going to think time is the most valuable thing. Now, a lot of people will flip that on its head, and they think of everything else as being more valuable, like money. People think, okay, money is the most valuable thing. But in all honesty, money, you can make more money. You can always make more money. The one thing that is not renewable, that you're never, ever, ever going to get back, is going to be time. And so if you want to be really, really successful, the biggest things that I can give you right here, the biggest tips I can give you is, one, realizing that being consistent and putting just a little bit of time in every single day, you're going to reach your results. It's not about all or nothing. You want to think a little bit of time every day. You want to take your time. You want to be patient. So when it comes to having a successful mindset to losing weight, you want to make sure that time is your number one priority. And I can say this as in, every day you want to make sure that you're putting aside some time for yourself. Whether it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, a half an hour, if you put that time aside for your own health, your wellness, you are going to get that back tenfold, because you're going to have more energy, more productivity. You're going to make more money in your business. I promise you, because most of the phone calls that I have with people is their biggest complaint about, or their biggest struggle or pain when it comes to their weight, is they're not showing up. They're wasting time. They're not being intimate the way they want to with their partners. They are not going out and being present, like going out with their friends and family and dressing the way they want to. They're not taking advantage of the moment. They are not showing up in their businesses as authentic and strong as who they are. They're not able to inspire and show up the way they want to. So they're constantly actually wasting time. So the biggest successor you can have when it comes to being someone who's actually going to achieve those results is, how can I get this done and not waste any more time, right? So it's not about the money, because again, if you prioritize time, you will make more money. It's just how it is, because you're going to show up and you're going to be rewarded with that abundance mindset. So time is the most valuable thing. And so anytime you are trying to either get a weight loss result, you don't want to be trial and erroring. You don't want to keep trying the same thing. If it didn't work before, it's not going to work again. You don't want to keep, Googling information over here or doing this over here. The most important thing you can do is get a step-by-step proven system done for you, handed over, going, oh, you want to do something in 3 months, 6 months? This is exactly how you do it, step by step. I will guide you. Stop. You don't want to be wasting time. Time is the most valuable thing. And everyone I talk to is like, I feel like I'm wasting time. I'm waiting for this to do this. I'm losing out on these relationships. I'm not being present. All of this stuff is being affected, and I'm wasting my time. So if you want to be someone who is successful, you need to be able to put yourself in a mindset where time is the most valuable thing. Money will always come. Money is renewable. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And if you're restrictive, everything's going to be restrictive. Your time is going to be restrictive. Your energy, your productivity, everything. You're going to be wasting time, and time is the one thing you don't want to waste. So really thinking about your ROE or your ROI, the return on investment, your return on energy. You want to think about the return. What are you getting? Not what are you putting in? Right? That is that success mindset. And I'm not just talking about like investing financially. I'm talking about your time in the day. If you look at your day and you are investing all your time in your business and you're not investing in your own health and fitness, you got to think about the return on investment, the return on energy. And if you are taking the time to do the things you need to do to release the weight, to eat healthy, to get in the right mindset, think about the returns you're going to be getting. You got to think about the returns. You're going to be able to start living life now. You're going to start making more money now. Your relationships are going to improve now. Your health and energy, your confidence are going to be boosted now. How long are you going to wait? Are you going to wait 3 more months, 6 more months, a year? Because I promise you, the sooner you invest in yourself right here, the sooner you're going to get results. And 3 months from now, 6 months from now, you could be at your goal, and you would have wished you would have started taking action, investing in yourself now. So it's all about right now, the return on investment. The other thing that I wanted to say about this is, when I think about mindset and I think about scarcity versus abundance, I think of, is success an option? Because anytime I go into anything, the only time I'm worried is if I have made success an option. So that would be a number 2. So we have the return on investment, return on energy. Number 2 is success is not optional. Success is not optional. That is the mindset that you need to have, is that it's not optional. So what does that mean? Well, when you're in a place of scarcity, your mind all of a sudden goes, well, that's optional. So you start to think, well, it's not going to happen. Like working out is optional. Eating healthy is optional. Investing time is optional. Investing money is optional. Anytime you start to make the end goal, the result optional, you are choosing to not succeed. When you make that decision to make it not an option, success is not optional. It's going to happen. You automatically turn something on in your head that will make you the 3%. It will guarantee you will reach your goals because you're going to do whatever you need to do to be successful. If you make the decision that I am not going to quit, I'm going to take the steps. What are the steps? Oh, those are the steps? Well, then I'm not going to make them optional. That's the kind of mindset you need to go into it. If you go into a program, you go into changing your lifestyle, and you go, we'll see what happens. I'll give it a try. If you knew that words create reality, you would understand that right there, you are setting yourself up to fail. So to guarantee that mindset, for weight loss success, guaranteed, if you go into it that success is not an option, is not optional, that is how you're going to do it. So if you can put success is not optional, it's just not optional. It's going to happen. I am going to take the steps. And that means like whatever it takes. That sometimes it means being resourceful. That is the kind of mindset that you need to be successful. Again, 3% get there. 3% get there. You think those 3% made it optional? Yes, Jacqueline, you gotta think success is going to happen no matter what. No matter what. If you keep on getting back into it, you keep doing it, then you don't even have to worry. You can begin to trust yourself. And that's the next point I want to make, is that you have to get into a mindset where you can trust and let go. Trust and let go. Trust and let go. When you're too tied up in the how, you get in here. And remember what I said about getting in here. When you're an overthinker, you self-sabotage. You stay stuck. You will continue to stay stuck. If that's your pattern, if that's your BS bubble, overthinking, having to have control, taking action out of fear, living your life in fear, you need to learn to trust and let go. Because that is how you break away from overthinking. That's how you become an action taker. Because you have to take action in the face of fear. That is the only way you're going to break the cycle of stuck. Does that make sense? So it's very, very hard. But like I said, these are hard. But if you start to be aware of these mindsets, these beliefs, you can start to break those patterns. And not only can you start to break those patterns, if you choose to work with me one-on-one, we can actually do processes that automatically release them in your subconscious, and it makes it a lot easier. But just realizing, letting go and trust. You don't have to know the how. You just have to let go and trust. And trust the process, but trust yourself that you will always make it work. And that's what I had to learn to do. I used to go, for anything that I was doing, I had to learn to let go and trust, because I'm like, I'm here. I got here. How did I get here? Well, because I got here, I know no matter what, I'm going to be okay. And I've been in really tough situations. Really tough. Financially, physically, emotionally, safety-wise. But I am here. And so I have no reason to believe that I'm not going to be successful moving forward. So I let go and trust. Again, trust the weight loss process. Trust that if you are, doing a program, you have to let go and trust and not be so caught up on the outcome. Just let go and trust, because as soon as you do, the outcome will come, because the mind will only go, or the body will only go where the mind does. Let me know if that is kind of making sense. So these are some rules that you might have to break, these mindset rules that you might have to break to be completely successful, to guarantee that success. So write those down. Let me know which mindset rule is the one that you really, really, really need to break so that you can become successful. Let me know below which of those. So we talked about abundance versus scarcity. We talked about focusing on the ROI or the ROE, the return on energy or the return on investment. We talked about, what else did we talk about? We talked about putting time as the number one priority versus anything else. Time. Where are you spending your time? Putting time before money, because that's renewable. Especially really successful people aren't focused on money. They're focused on time. How can I get there quicker? How can I get the results quicker? What can I do? And when I say quicker, when I'm talking about weight loss, I'm not talking about starving yourself. I'm saying having a strategic plan and giving up on the whole information overload and trying a little bit of this and trying a little bit of that. They're like, no, let's get this, because as soon as I start to get results and I'm strategic, everything else in my life is going to start to fall into place. Everything else is going to start to fall into place. My relationships, my ability to show up and be present, my wealth is going to come. My, just being happy and present in the moment, being confident, those relationships, your energy, your productivity, all of those things are going to come together when you do that. Number two, the biggest thing I really want to talk about is being an action taker as it relates to worthiness. Now, this is the absolute biggest, heartbreaking, limiting belief that the majority of people are walking around with. And it is, I'm not enough, I'm not worthy. Now, the feeling of I'm not enough and I'm not worthy is legitimately the reason why you are in the situation you are in. It's how you got here. And no matter what way you work around it, that is how you ended up getting here. Getting to a place where your weight isn't where you want it to be, whether it was going on unhealthy diets or eating things out of comfort or not making yourself a priority. You should never make other things a priority over yourself, and we kind of talked about hinging points in that way. But the reason why I really wanted to talk about this is the only way you're going to really be successful in anything is if you make the choice to make you a priority. It's the only way you're going to be successful in anything. And when I say you, again, I'm talking about you, not just working out, but making you a priority. Like, what is the thing that you need most to be taken care of? So the number one thing that you really need to do is realize that you are important and you need to take care of you, and you are worthy and you are enough. And if you don't get this mindset, what is important now is going to become urgent. What is important now is going to become urgent. So if you don't make your health, your mindset, your confidence, your hinging points, if you don't make you the priority, non-negotiable, whatever that is for you, it's going to become urgent. So number two, when it comes to being worthy, again, most of us are here because we have not done that in some way, shape, or form. Something, some event, something in our business, something. There's so many things that us as women specifically put before our own health, our own happiness. And we do it over and over and over and over. Scarcity versus abundance. Yes, that is a huge, huge, huge one. When you are living in scarcity, you live in scarcity in all areas of your life. All areas. As soon as you can. And I always tell people, okay, so I have this bracelet that I got, and it says abundance. And I went to, when I first started my business about a year and a half ago, I actually was, I had no money, and I decided that there was a coach in California that I really wanted to work with, and I did not have the money, but I had this desire. I had this desire to help people get healthy mentally, physically, emotionally. At that point, I was not healthy financially, and so that really did affect everything. And at that point, there was something in me that said, you have to take this risk. And it's funny because that's actually where I met my mindset coach, was in California when I was going out to this other event as a business. There was a business event out in California. And so I decided that I was going to take the risk. I did not have the money. You guys, I didn't have any extra money. I had no savings, nothing. And I chose to believe and trust that if this was really what I was supposed to be doing, that it would all work out. And there's a part of me, again, I went back and I reached deep inside and I said, I know myself, and I've always come out okay. Like, I'm resourceful enough. So I ended up buying this plane ticket, buying this event pass, and I went down. And as I went down, I sold one of my first programs. And when I came back, I literally sold just enough programs to pay for my whole trip. It was absolutely insane. But while I was down there, I was learning all this stuff, and I actually did this whole process with my mindset coach, which if any of you guys book a call, I'm going to be sending you the same process that I did, plus some, because I added some other things to it. But I'm actually giving away a free gift for anyone who's booking a call to help you actually install a goal into you. And this is how this actually ended up helping me. This is how I got to exactly where I wanted to get to, which is nuts. So we went through this installation process, and what I did is they actually were giving away these bracelets, and I decided that mine was going to be abundance because I had realized that my biggest limiting belief was a belief of scarcity. And I had a belief of scarcity that I didn't have enough time, I didn't have enough money, I wasn't enough, that I was never going to have enough clients. Like, there was so much scarcity, and I could tell it was restricting everything that I could be achieving and helping others with. And so I went through that goal installation. I had this, and absolutely, when I came back, everything in my life changed. I reached my financial goals my first year in business. It was quite incredible, to the exact number that I wrote down. And that was kind of my story when it came to abundance. Like, so every day I'm like, let's live a life of abundance. Like, let's break these mindset rules. Let's reinstall this new belief system. And a big part of that was I had to choose that I was worthy enough to make that decision. And so when I talk to you about abundance and feeling worthy and making those choices, I want you to think about where you are now, and where you are now with your health, with everything else that's going on in your life, because your health and your self-confidence is going to affect and touch every single thing that's going on in your life. It's like when I do calls and we're talking to people, you don't even realize how deep it goes and how much your weight and your feelings of unworthiness and enoughness are affecting everything in your life. And if you can't see how that is the most important thing, then at some point it's going to become urgent if it hasn't already for you. Who here feels like their health and their well-being is important? And who thinks it's urgent? Let me know. Is this a now thing or a later thing? Let me know. Where are you right now? Just be really honest and go, okay, how am I being affected? What's the risk? What's going on in my life? Is it important or is it urgent? Because I'm going to tell you right now, really, really honestly, if it's important, how important, you have to tap into how important it is, because before you know it, it could become urgent. And we don't want to be doing things out of urgency because that's scary. So it's either a now or a later thing, because it's probably not going to get better, right? So one thing that I always tell people when it comes to this, because if you're living in a mindset of scarcity, it's going to keep you stuck in all areas of your life. And I think about it like this, and one of my coaches mentioned this to me, and I'm like, that is a great way to put it. It's important, but if I don't deal with it now, it will become urgent. Absolutely both. Right now, number one top priority. So this is how I think about it. This is how one of my coaches explained it to me. Because again, it comes down to worthiness and if you are worth it or not. And you got to think, okay, I only get this one life. How much time am I going to waste? Like literally, how many more months, years, maybe the rest of my life, how much more am I willing to give up? Because you don't get the time back. Money you get back. And the reason why I bring this up is I think about, I had someone, my coach say, if you knew someone and they had some curable disease, like maybe it was cancer, but the cure was $20,000. The cure was $20,000. That's a lot of money. Most of us don't have that laying around. But if it was urgent, you'd find a way, right? Like if it was someone close to you, you love them more than anything, and it was urgent, you would find a way. If it was life or death, you would find a way, right? Would you not find a way? Now, what if that person was you? What if this is your moment, your life or death? Like, what if this was you? Would you find a way? Are you worthy enough? Are you important enough? I just like to put that out there because I find that most of us are willing to invest and spend money on this gadget, that thing, self-care when it comes to, these things which are amazing, but we aren't willing to invest in what's going on here, even though that is literally going to be the thing that affects everything else in our lives. The last thing I wanted to talk about, so that is worthiness. So I think it's really important. If you don't have a mindset of making yourself a priority, making yourself worthy, this is what's going to make you guaranteed success. Because if you realize how important your health is, mental, physical, emotional, if you really actually put a price on it, you will be successful because you'll realize it's priceless. Number 3, the last one I wanted to talk about, and this one got me excited, and I got this from my mindset coach, is if it's scary and exciting, do it. So we like to talk about being a risk taker. This is how you become the 3%, because sometimes you have to take a risk. You don't know all of the outcomes, but you got to be an action taker. Sometimes you got to do things that are a little outside your comfort zone. And so, we talked about for weight loss, risk really means anytime you're stepping outside your comfort zone, it's going to feel uncomfortable and your subconscious mind is going to talk you out of it. So anytime you go, oh, going to work out is painful, it's risky, as soon as you start to think about it, your brain is going to talk you right out of it. It's like, no, you'd rather be sitting on the couch. No, you'd rather be eating the junk food. No, you'd rather do this. Like, that is literally how your brain works. So you want to get into the mindset of being a risk taker. Do things, take action in the face of fear. You just want to do it because that is how you're going to get results. And one thing that I like to talk about is, so we talk about being safe or taking the risk and focusing on possibilities. So you can choose to stay in your comfort zone, to do what you've been doing, to stay safe, or do what's scary and exciting and choose possibility, because possibility feels scary, it feels risky. So it's about doing that possibility. Like, if I do this, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's somewhat painful, even if I'm not 100% sure, it's in that decision to take that risk, in that mindset of possibilities versus pessimistic mindset, is where you are going to guarantee your success. It's people who take the risk, take action, break the rules that get the success. And so the one thing that I wrote down here, let me see where I have this. So pessimistic versus possibilities. One thing that I have written down, and I feel like this has a lot to do with when I was talking about abundance and scarcity, and when I decided to take my big risk and jump on a plane and travel across the country by myself, and just knowing in my heart, if this was right for me, that it would work out. And so for me, it was more of a, I need to do this, but... And so this is where pessimistic versus possibility. I need to do this. Like, I know I need to, start this workout plan. I need to be uncomfortable. I need to get up early. I need to eat the healthy things. I need to say no to the stuff. I need to invest in the program, right? But it's not a great time. But I don't know what my finances are going to look like. But I have, it's not the best time because I got a lot of other things going on. Or, again, the successful mindset is, I need to, and. So instead of thinking, I need to, but, and then your brain looks for all the reasons not to do it, all the reasons to stay safe, all the rational stuff, right? All the fears, all the trying to control things. It automatically puts a stop on your progress, your growth, and your success. So if you can change that to, I need to, and I will figure out a way. I am resourceful. Things always work out for me. This is the return on investment I'm going to get. This is the results that I want to get in my life, and success is not optional. So it's all about how you change the words, how you look at everything in life. So when I'm talking about mindset, I'm really talking about everything. Like, really disrupting those patterns of, am I making decisions out of a place of scarcity, or abundance? And am I making decisions out of a place of putting myself first or not seeing the worthiness in myself? Am I making decisions out of fear or am I making decisions out of possibilities? These are the main mindset things that I need you to really ask yourself to start to break those patterns, because if not, you are going to stay comfortable. You're going to stay in the cycle of stuck, and you're just going to keep doing the same thing, because all of these mindsets super uncomfortable, and getting outside your comfort zone is literally how you are going to make it happen. One other thing I want to say is that sometimes you need to lock it in. Sometimes, this is what I learned from my coach, sometimes you need to lock it in, you need to make it big. So you need to say, I am going to take this action and I'm going to invest a lot of money. I'm going to get skin in the game. I am going to do this, and then I'm going to tell someone that means a lot to me, and I'm not going to be able to let it down. I'm going to make an announcement. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to say I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this goal into place, and then I'm going to, whatever it takes to lock it in. That's what you sometimes need to do, is lock yourself in to guarantee your results. So, you guys, honestly, mindset is the tricky one, right? Like, mindset is not easy. You can see, let me know if you can see, if you were to get the right strategy for metabolism, get your motivation on point. You knew exactly the things that you needed to do to be motivated, to stay motivated. Like, I told you exactly what you need to do. You knew exactly what kind of mindset you needed, and then took it a step further and go, what kind of identity do you need to create? I actually, with the free gift, I go into that a little bit. I give you a really cool video training and process where you go into, who do you need to be? What is that identity? Like, what do you need to change mindset-wise to be the person? Because again, it's not what you deserve, it's who you are. Your results come from who you are. So you need to be like, am I someone of scarcity? Am I someone of worthiness? Am I a risk taker? Am I stepping outside of my comfort zone? Because that is where all the rewards are going to be. And if that is not who you are, that is not what you're going to get. And you're going to stay in that cycle. So if you book a call, that's what you're going to get from me. But I do want to just, and the last thing is obviously momentum, removing that stress. Can you see, honestly, if you were to take each one of these steps, put them all together, can you see the power that this could have in your life? Can you see how this could change everything for you? It's not just a one little bit of the process, it's everything, encompassing everything that is going to create the transformation. Inside, outside, how you feel emotionally, how you feel mentally, and how you feel physically. So you can stop wasting time and you can just get there. Because this is what I want to offer you guys. I have a program that I did put together 3 months that will get you to where you want to get to step by step. No more trying things, no more wasting time. I don't want you to be in this exact same place 3 months from now, 6 months from now. And yes, there's going to be 3 different people that are watching this right now. One group is going to be like, Mel, this was so awesome. I enjoyed it so much. You're motivational. You're inspiring. Thank you so much. They love the information, but they're going to stay in that conscious place where they're taking that information in consciously. And that's okay. I hope you stay in the group, and I hope to engage with you, but they're not going to make the actual actions happen. They're not going to put this into action. They're not action takers, and that's okay. Not everyone is ready. Then there's B. There's the second group who are like, thank you so much. I'm going to try this on my own. They're going to probably implement some things, but here's the thing. The mindset is going to get them stuck. The mindset of eating more and doing it strategically and actually becoming the person they need to become, it's going to get them stuck, and they're going to end up staying in the cycle of stuck. And unfortunately, I hope not, but they might be in the exact same place they are 6 months from now. And I hope that's not you. But, if you're not ready for it, I totally understand. Thank you so much for spending time with me. And I hope you did get something out of this. And then there's going to be group 3, C. These are the ones who are ready to take the risk, the ones that are action takers. They're like, I am done wasting time. I'm ready to make myself a priority. I don't want to, have this information overwhelm. I don't want to Google this and get a little bit of this. I don't want to try this, try that. This is not what I want anymore. What I'm ready for is I'm ready to connect the dots. I'm ready to get a little more guidance and support. And I want someone to just help me put it all together. And you know what? I'm worth it. I can see the value in myself. I can see the value in this. And I want to stop consuming information. I want to start taking action. So these are the people who are like ready. They're like, success is not an option, right? Success is no longer an option. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there. And I want someone to guide me step by step. So this is the thing. I do not want to see you here in this challenge 2 years from now. And I know some of you, it's going to be really hard to break mindset rules. It's going to be, you're not, maybe you're not ready to take action, but maybe you're a risk taker and you're like, I'm ready. I want to know who's ready because I'm offering some calls and I'm actually going to put these in right now. So here's the thing, guys. I'm going to put this in below. If you set up a call with me right now, while we're live, I am going to give you a free gift that's going to help you reach your goals. It's a goal installing process. It's an NLP process. It's incredible. So if you want help, even if you don't, move on with me, this is going to be a game changer for you. So that is going to be something free that you get if you book a call while we are live. Now, this call isn't for everybody. This is going to be a metabolism and mindset call. And basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about, where you are now, where you want to be, and we're going to talk about your next steps and how you're going to get there. So we're really going to just dissect it out and really figure out what is going to be the best option for you. And this call is not for everyone, you guys. I don't want to get on a call with everyone. I'm very protective of who I let into the tough community. And this call is not going to be for someone who wants a quick fix. It's not going to be for someone who is not coachable. And this call is not going to be for someone who doesn't want a transformation emotionally, mentally, and physically. This call is not going to be for someone who's a victim. If you have a victim mindset and you don't really have any desire to move from that, you're a blamer, you're going to blame this program, you're going to blame this person, you're going to blame your husband, you're going to blame, if you're a blamer, this is not going to be a good call for you because I'm looking to help people empower themselves and they have to at least have that desire, right? So this is also not going to be for someone who doesn't want to implement. This is not inexpensive and it's like that for a reason because you know what? You get what you pay for, and people who are looking for cheap, people who are looking for a quick fix, they're not going to be in the right mindset to have a transformation. So if you're looking for super cheap, quick fixes, it's just not going to be your answer. This is going to involve real work. So who is this call for? This call is for the person who is an action taker. I'm going to ask you to take action. I have amazing free bonuses for you for the action takers. This is going to be someone who's willing to put in the work. Again, it's not even hard work. It's just someone who realizes there's going to be work and I can put aside a little bit of time to save my time, to get out of this cycle, to stop obsessing about weight, to start feeling good, confident, sexy now. I want to improve my relationships. I want to show up in my business authentic. I want to have all of these things happening now. This is for someone who is ready to implement, who does not want a quick fix. If you're like, Mel, nope, I want to lose 20 pounds this month, this is not for you. Don't make the call. It's I'm not for that. I am here to help you lose weight once, get back to intuitive eating, and be done with it. I'm here to help you build a lifestyle that is going to work for you so that you can release the fat, put on a nice toned muscle, and have that for the rest of your life. You can't do that quickly. This is what 97% of people do. If you want to be the 97% of people, go for it. There's plenty of, all you got to do is cut your calories, thrash your calories, do a bunch of cardio, you'll lose the weight real quick, you'll put it back on, you'll do it again. That's not what we're doing here. This call is going to be for anyone who is ready to take the risk, break those mindset rules, who is coachable, kind, a good person. Because again, anyone that I let into the community, I'm going to be working with you one-on-one, and I want to bring kindness, warmth, people who are supporting each other, because again, this is transformational. So I don't want victims. I don't want people bringing other people down. That is not who this is for. So if you feel like this is for you, book a call. I think I have a few more left. I opened up a few more calls into Tuesday. So I believe there's like 6 or 7 calls available. So if you want to see if this is the right fit for you, we can see if it's a right fit for you. There's no pressure. I honestly am not going to invite everyone in, but we can see if you are a good fit. So if any of these things sound like you, then book that call. Let's chat. Let's see if this is the right choice for you. I am going to leave this in here. If you end up booking a call while we are live, come back, press booked. Always come back and let me know that you booked, because someone this morning booked but it didn't come through, which doesn't usually happen, but she messaged me we could actually save her spot. So always let me know that you booked, just so I can also make sure that you get your bonuses, which are worth a lot. Like, it's definitely worth a lot. So let me know. The spots are extremely limited and I don't rebook, so making sure that the time works for you. If there's something that doesn't work for you, jump back in, let me know, reach out to me in the DMs, because I can check my schedule. I have a couple spots I don't have on my schedule, so because I know people are, some people have different work schedules, some people are in different time zones, so I do want to make sure I make myself as available as possible. But again, it's me. I am taking the calls one-on-one. Normally a call with me is going to be $1,300. So this is like a pretty good deal. The call is going to be absolutely free. You are going to get some free bonuses, and we can see if this is the right fit for you. So what I want you to do for homework, with a couple people that are left, again, even after we're off the live, if you book that call, come back and let me know. But the homework for the last day, because I want you guys still available for some things. Where did I put it? What I want you to do for homework, oh, there it is, is I want you to go and I want you to tell people what your biggest takeaway from the challenge was. So I want you to go in, and it's right down here, and your action item is go live in the Ultimate Femalepreneur Weight Loss Formula Group and share your biggest takeaway. So again, anytime you're ready to do that, the replays are going to be up until Tuesday, and then everything comes down. So if you want to go back, you want to take some notes, you have until Tuesday. The party is going to close. I'm going to be going live every day until then with all of these awesome, juicy bonuses, trainings, implementations. But then the party's coming down. The party is going to continue in the Tough Chicks Inner Circle. It's filled with the most amazing, caring, supportive, growth-oriented women I have ever met. And so I'm extremely excited to continue the party in there. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this up. Go do your homework. Everything is going to be in the guides tab at the very top. And I will see you guys tomorrow during the rapid fire Q&A. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.